Fei title, Home Elevator for Elderly Users. A practical guide to aging in place. Hook for many older adults, staying in their own home is far more comfortable than moving to a retirement community or assisted living facility. But as mobility changes, stairs often become one of the biggest barriers to independent living. At first, stairs may only feel tiring. Later, they may become difficult because of arthritis, balance problems, joint replacement recovery, reduced strength, or wheelchair use. That is why a home elevator for elderly users should not be seen only as a convenience upgrade. It should be planned as part of an aging-in-place strategy. A well-planned residential elevator can help older adults move safely between floors, reduce stair-related fall risks, support caregivers, and keep a multi-story home usable for many years. Faith, why seniors choose home elevators. Many families begin thinking about home elevators when they notice stairs becoming harder for elderly parents or family members. A home elevator can make daily movement easier, but it also supports long-term independence. It can help with carrying laundry, groceries, luggage, or medical equipment between floors. It can also make the home more accessible for walkers, wheelchairs, and caregivers. For multi-generational households, a senior-friendly home elevator can make the same house more practical for different age groups. The key point is this: the elevator should not only solve today's mobility problem, it should also prepare the home for future mobility changes. Fei home elevator v stairlift. Many families compare a home elevator with a stairlift. Both can improve accessibility, but they solve different problems. A stairlift carries a seated user along a staircase. It may be suitable when one person needs help using one staircase and does not require wheelchair access. A home elevator provides a fully enclosed cabin that moves vertically between floors. This gives more flexibility. A residential elevator can support wheelchair access, allow a caregiver to ride with the user, carry household items, serve multiple floors, and adapt better to future mobility changes. A stairlift may have a lower initial cost, but for long-term aging in place, a home elevator often provides broader usability. The right choice depends on the home, the user's current mobility, and the expected future needs. Fei choosing the right elevator type. There is no single best elevator type for every elderly user. The right system depends on the building structure, available space, travel height, accessibility goals, and maintenance expectations. Hydraulic home elevators are often used in residential projects because they provide smooth ride quality and may work with lower structural requirements or shallow pit conditions. They can be useful in retrofit projects, but hydraulic components and maintenance should be considered. Traction home elevators use ropes or belts and a counterweight system. They are often valued for quiet operation, accurate leveling, energy efficiency, smooth acceleration, and automatic rescue functions. For elderly users, accurate leveling is especially important because uneven floor transitions can increase trip risks. Screw-drive home elevators can be useful when space is limited. They often have a compact footprint, minimal pit requirements, and low overhead requirements. However, they may run at slower speeds and produce more mechanical noise than traction systems. The best elevator for seniors is not automatically the most expensive system. It is the system that fits the home and supports safe daily use. Fei safety features elderly users should prioritize. For elderly users, safety features often matter more than drive technology alone. Important features include automatic rescue devices during power outages, emergency communication systems, door obstruction sensors, emergency lighting, non-slip flooring, handrails, and battery backup systems. Door protection is especially important because elderly users may move more slowly when entering or exiting the cabin. Emergency communication is also important because users need a reliable way to contact help if a fault or power interruption occurs. Non-slip flooring and handrails improve confidence during entry, exit, and balance adjustments. A senior home elevator should feel easy and safe to use every day, not only during emergencies. Fei, accessible controls and user-friendly design. Accessibility is not only about moving between floors, the elevator must also be easy to operate. For elderly users, control design should include large illuminated buttons, braille labels, audible floor announcements, visual floor indicators, and reachable control panel heights. These features help users with reduced vision, limited dexterity, or mobility challenges. The goal is simple. The elevator should be intuitive, clear, and comfortable to use without stress. Fei door width, cabin size, and future wheelchair access. One common planning mistake is designing only for current mobility. Many older adults can still walk when the elevator is first installed, but mobility needs may change gradually. In the future, the user may need a walker, wheelchair, mobility scooter, caregiver assistance, or medical equipment transportation. That is why door width and cabin size are so important. Wider door openings make wheelchair access easier, improve walker maneuverability, support caregiver assistance, and make entry and exit safer. A slightly larger cabin can provide more comfort and flexibility over time. These decisions are much easier to make during planning than to change after installation. Fei. Mirrors and handrails are not just decorative. Mirrors and handrails may look like small design details, but they can improve accessibility. For wheelchair users, a mirror can help with reversing, checking cabin position, and identifying door locations in a compact space. Handrails provide support when entering, exiting, adjusting balance, or reacting to unexpected movement. Many fall risks happen while entering or leaving the elevator, not during travel, so these details can improve both safety and confidence. Fei. Building compatibility and retrofit challenges. The ideal elevator on paper may not be ideal for a specific home. Existing homes may have limited shaft space, narrow stairwells, shallow pit conditions, low overhead clearance, or structural load, bearing limitations. In many retrofit projects, the building conditions determine whether a hydraulic, traction, screw drive, compact shaft, exterior elevator, self-supporting shaft, or customized solution is practical. That is why building assessment should come before final equipment selection. A good senior home elevator must fit both the user and the house. Fei. Cost and maintenance considerations. The cost of a home elevator for elderly users depends on more than the elevator equipment. Key factors include drive system selection, number of floors served, shaft construction, cabin dimensions, door configuration, retrofit complexity, and accessibility customization. Building conditions can often affect the total project cost more than the elevator itself. Maintenance is also important. Homeowners should consider preventive maintenance, local service availability, spare parts continuity, emergency support, and life cycle operating costs. An elevator selected only for the lowest initial price may not provide the best long-term value if it is difficult to maintain. Conclusion. A home elevator for elderly users should be planned around long-term aging, in-place needs, future wheelchair access, caregiver assistance, door width, cabin size, accessible controls, handrails, emergency systems, building compatibility, maintenance, reliability, and daily confidence all matter. The best elderly home elevator is not simply the largest or most advanced model. It is the solution that fits the home, supports the user, reduces mobility barriers, and remains reliable over time. For more details, read the full article here. https://stairlift, Fei Home elevator for elderly users. Fei.